When I was young, I did not leave the house without heels. I looked good all the time. When I went out at work, when I did anything, when I went to the store, when I went to CVS, when I pumped gas, all the time, okay? I did not leave my house looking any type of way. Why? And that's why I have all the stories I have. I've met many celebrities and I didn't even go anywhere. Right here in my own hometown. Why? Because when I go out, I look my best at all times. Pumping gas, going to the club, going over my sister's house. Oh, hey sister, what's up? Oh, we finna go out. You wanna go with us? Sure. Well, I just need to change my shirt. Can I borrow a shirt? Great, because most of my outfit was already cute. So I'm at the club. Okay, this dude walks up to me. He's like super tall. Oh, who's that? Oh my God, he plays for the NBA. I already had my makeup on, didn't have to go home, didn't have to meet them later, didn't miss my opportunity. Why? Because I already looked good, because I didn't leave my house looking crazy. Somebody says, oh, would you like to meet such and such? I didn't even know that such and such was there. Sure.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your host Claire Monica and welcome back to Claire Monica Talks. So today we're going to be talking about always showing up as your best. The world only sees a version of you that you allow them to see, so you need to ask yourself, are you showing up as your highest self every day? And showing up as your best, though it may sound vain to some people, is actually one of the best things you can do, especially in your formative years. If you're in your 20s, your 30s, 40s, up to your 60s, it doesn't matter. Show up as your best, because there's no greater time than now. If not now, then when? This is just a video about always putting in the effort, and this doesn't always mean, full face of makeup, doing the most. I mean, you can do the most, but it just means being intentional with the way you present yourself, because this can open doors. This can get you in rooms that people around you or even you may have not even been in. I know I've experienced so many things just because I put effort, just because I decided to take the time to look put together, to look well done. And one thing that Shira 7, as you know, she said in the last clip, showing up as your best can literally open doors. You'll end up meeting people that some people will even dream to be in the same room in, let alone, them being in your orbit. And as Shira 7 always says, that's how you always want to be addressed. If you want to be perceived as a powerful person, a businesswoman or businessman, if you want to be perceived as an actress, a celebrity, show up as that, because the world will treat you exactly how you present yourself. This is the reason why that two people can be or have two different experiences from the same person or the same environment, just because of how they chose to present themselves. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll be back for commentary after the next few clips.
Imagine getting to the end of your life and God is like, listen, I had you set up for this. I had you planned to be in this room. I had you planned to be earning that. I had you planned to change this person's life. And you were like, what? Heck yeah. You take this not with a pinch of salt. You have so much potential. You have so much inside of you that hasn't been unleashed yet. And you're letting the time go by when there could be so much that you're doing with your life. Like you don't actually understand how much you could be doing with your life. Imagine what you could do if you believed in yourself right here, right now. You've got to move. You've got to make moves. You cannot sit still. I'm telling you, every day you sit still is every moment you steal away from your future self. Your future self is counting on you. And you might not see it now because you're here. You're like, everything's fine. You do not want to look back and think, what the heck did I do? What did I do in my 20s? What did I do in my 30s? People who believe in themselves act so differently to people who don't believe in themselves. We'll just see them move differently. You can see a certain spark in them. Do not let your potential die.
Whatever you look like now, imagine how you want to look. And imagine how things will change in your life, what you will have, the opportunities you'll get, how people will start treating you, how many friends are going to be jealous, how people will treat you. You got to think about the good and the bad, because it comes with both. Leveling up is not all good. People will start hating on you. People will start saying, no, why are you doing that? People will change on you. You will get more attention. You will probably get an increase in pay or some type of promotion or raise or better job if you apply. You'll get better type of men approaching you. You'll get better treatment, nicer people, better service, preferential treatment. So if you think about the good versus the bad, the good is always going to be more valuable. I have to tell you guys this. If you're trying to get a millionaire or a high six-figure man, most of the time, they're not going to be dating a certain size woman. We got to get that into our mental. If you want to date mid six figures to low six figures, maybe they have a certain range that they'll work with.
Being that overdressed girl does nothing but serve you in more ways than you will ever imagine. I just got the best compliment. I took my nephew to a soccer practice, not even a game, a practice. This is me, okay? Nothing special. I brought all my kids. We all sat and watched the practice. And this really sweet lady said, "Oh my gosh, you look so pretty. You're all dressed up. Where are you going after this?" And I said, "Here. I'm here. This is what I'm doing today. Maybe we'll go to Chick-fil-A." And she said, "You're so dressed. Wow, you're really dressed up for this." And for me, that was the best compliment. Listen, I would rather be the person that is over the top and does the most than the person who does nothing. I don't want to be basic Betty. I don't want to blend in with the wallpaper. I do want to be that person that is a little bit over the top. When you dress up and show up for the day, you would be amazed at how much better your day is going to be. Number one, if you're going out and meeting the public, people treat you better. People treat you as if you matter more because it looks like you matter to you. You are dressed like you matter to yourself. And in turn, people treat you like you matter. That's the first thing. Getting a random compliment from a stranger when you're overdressed, that is the extra little thing that puts pep in your step. That's what makes you have a great day. And by the way, if you are going through a rough time, if you feel fat, if you feel unattractive, if you feel rejected because someone broke up with you, if you feel depressed or down, that is when you should be dressing up the most. Get those clothes out of the closet. Get the good ones. You have paid a lot of money for a lot of that stuff that you've only worn one or two times. And guess what? The devil is a lie. Wear your good stuff. Show up for the day. Be that overdressed person. Let doors open up for you. Let people compliment you and tell you how great you look. And then that in turn will make you feel even more better about yourself. And when you aren't feeling your best, but you look your best, let me tell you, you're going to start lifting up out of that depression really soon, sis.
These last three women have said it perfectly. I cannot stress enough how much first impressions, the way you put yourself together every day, the way you step into the world can open doors. I have gotten free food, free gifts, random people wanting to help me. The day I was going to run my errands, right? And I just put on a cute set. I put on my sunglasses, slicked my hair up, just, just cute and simple. And I walk into the shopping mall, and next thing, people from all over just trying to help me, like, "Oh, do you need a basket? Do you need help getting this?" Or like just people just trying to be helpful. And I noticed then, I was like, wow, like it can be shocking. It can feel disorientating, especially if you've never experienced that before. I'm telling you guys, just put in effort, brushing your hair, putting that lip gloss on, putting on that cute set. It goes a long way. There was a time I went to an establishment where there was high value men, and a particular high value man that caught my eye, but I never did anything about it. And it got to a point where I was on my way out and he was occupied with a lot of people, so I just made my way out. And then turns out this man literally orchestrated a meeting to where we would cross paths. So basically he chased me down. This man hunted me down. And this was the day where I decided to just go all out. I did my big Hollywood curls. I loved it. I love that hairstyle, guys. And I did that. And I just put my trench coat and I was just feeling myself. I didn't really care for male attention, to be very honest. I feel like that's exactly why it drew it in. Like this man, when I tell you guys, he chased me down just to say hi. And that just shows when you put in effort, when you don't even do it for anyone else, do it for yourself, you will attract the right attention, you will attract the money, you will attract opportunities. Yeah, just keep doing it.
You're gonna pick your head up. You're gonna pick your head up. I don't care, friend. I don't care if you sad today. I don't care if you're not feeling your outfit. I don't care if you're not feeling confident. You ain't gonna let them see that. When you outside, you pick your head up. When you outside, you give that eye contact like you a motherfucking boss, because that's what you are. Okay? Heavy on the fake it till you make it. They ain't gotta know it ain't real, because it is.
I look my best at work when I used to work. That's why I don't work, okay? When I met my husband, I was on my way to work because I looked my best on the way to work. You never know. What if your car breaks down or a millionaire hits you from behind in a car accident? You gonna come out looking like what? Always look your best. I don't care where you're going. I'm gonna look my best. I told y'all when I was 16 years old, I was up at McDonald's with my McDonald's uniform on with red Chanel lipstick on my lips. Stop making excuses. Even to work, even to here. Yes, everywhere. Because you never know who you're going to meet. Exactly. What if somebody walks into your job and they fall in love at first sight or lust? What if you go to lunch and you bump into somebody that could be your future man? What if you got a flat tire on the way home from work and nobody's going to stop to help you because you look ugly? Before the tow truck gets there, about 10, 11 people gonna stop, especially if you got on a cute outfit and you look cute. About 20 people gonna pull over. Do you need some help? When you look good, people treat you good. They will open the door for you. They will smile at you. And when you're walking and a man rushes to open the door for you when he was like 50 feet behind you, you know you look good. And they treat you like a lady versus a man. Most unattractive people, especially women, get treated like men. They'll slow down so they don't have to open the door for you. They'll rush so they don't have to open the door for you. I've seen it. I've watched it. They'll stop, tie their shoe when it wasn't even untied to avoid you. I've seen it. Why? Because they're more patient with you. They want you to stay longer and talk. When you ask them stupid questions, they don't get upset. They're glad you asked the dumb question, even though you probably already knew the answer. Even women treat you better. Some women, not always, but a lot of women even treat you better. So knowing this, you should never leave your house looking any kind of way. Just by knowing this. I know some people still do. They don't care. They don't care what people think. And that's good. You don't need to care what people think. But don't be mad when they start treating you bad. That's all I'm going to say. I don't care what people think, but I know I'm not leaving my house looking crazy because I want the best treatments. I want preferential treatment. So I'm going to leave my house looking good. It's not that I care what they think. It's just that I like getting treated well. And when you look good, people treat you good.
Fake it until you make it. Okay. What the first creator said, keep your head up. Keep your head up. And even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't feel like the prettiest girl in the room, even when you don't feel like the most smart or the most put together or the most successful, dress up, show up, and the world will act accordingly. And sometimes it takes us putting ourselves together to actually feel the way we want to feel. And even like Rihanna, I think Rihanna said, she said, even when you don't feel like it, just pretend, girl. Like, don't let them see you sweat. When you walk out, don't let your appearance show what you're going through. I always say this. Like, I can always say, when you look at me, when I'm walking out into the world, no one can never see what I'm going through. And that's one thing I pride myself in, that I do not look like what I've been through. And I'm telling y'all, this life has not been easy, but don't ever let people see you sweat. Don't let your haters, don't let your enemies, don't let them get the last laugh. Don't let them look at you and feel joy because of how distraught you look or how unbothered or how bad you may look. Never let what you're going through show on your face, okay? And even if you want to reframe the thinking, I always say, even if everything is going wrong, even if the money isn't there, even if your relationships are breaking down, even if everything is going to the ground, the one thing you can control is you. The one thing you can control is how you show up. And who knows, you showing up as your best can literally open the door to answer the question or the problem you have. If you're having financial struggles, for example, you walking out into the world as your best self could lead to someone noticing you, offering you a job, wanting you to be a model. You never know, guys. Like, the world is actually your own. In my younger years, when I was still in sixth form or college, depending on what part of the world you're in, there was an internship that was up for grabs, and I remember feeling so intimidated because all my peers had so much work experience. Like, I had little to no work experience, so I was so sure that I would not get the position. But we went to the actual place. It was like this big company in the city, right? And I dress up as I always do, even before anything. I've just always been someone to dress up. I had my blazer, I had my scarf, I put on a pencil skirt, my leather boots, I put my hair back in a bun, I wore my glasses, always just showing up as my best. And some may even say I overdressed, but that was just my aesthetic. I've always been like that. And lo and behold, not even before the official results were out, or like the official recruitment results were out, I was pulled to the side by one of my mentors, and they told me, I got the position, they want you. Like, she literally said to me, they want you. As in, when they saw me, they had already decided that one of the positions was going to go to me. And I remember thinking and feeling so surprised, because if we're going to talk about resumes, I didn't even measure up to the people that were around me, but they saw me and they liked what they saw. And I'm not saying it's just appearance alone, because obviously energy, the way you carry yourself, all of that plays a role. The fact that they saw me and they said they want me, It just shows, guys, you never know what you putting yourself together, you showing up as your best self can literally open doors. And I got that internship and it was a very pivotal time in my life. So I hope you guys like this video. This is a very important topic that I feel like can be taken either way, but I hope you take a thing or two from this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you comment down your thoughts below and tell me about your experiences. So I'll see you guys in the next video.